So I wanted to address a perception today that seems to be relatively widespread. That I think I understand why it's true, but I disagree with some of the monikers of it, I guess you could say, is that EVs are not luxury cars. In almost every situation you can look at an EV, there's almost none that are truly the embodiment of luxury. So what do I mean by luxury? If you drive or were to go test drive or check out a Volkswagen, a high-end Volkswagen, or you look at a Volvo, or if you look at an Audi, Mercedes, BMW, you're going to start seeing some specific trends there. I noticed I included Volkswagen in the equation. Volkswagen is probably the bottom tier car as far as luxury goes, because you start comparing EVs, really you're comparing features that are in things like Hondas, in Nissans, go figure, and other things like that. But more or less, you've got some basic things that people view as being luxury: leather, heated seats, air-conditioned seats, things like that. And in many cases, it has nothing to do with efficiency, right? Efficiency is really not part of the equation for luxury. I don't know. I've never heard anyone really be proud or obsessed with how fuel efficient their car is when talking about luxury. What are some of the pinnacle focal points of an EV? An EV is usually very efficient. It's supposed to save you money and be the more cost-effective way of putting your money into a vehicle in the long term. It really has nothing to do with fit, form, features, or anything like that. It's really meant to do one job right now, and that is be more efficient and be better for the environment. But two big things are required for that to happen, which is why I don't think an EV any of them can be considered luxury. One, you must own your EV a long time. Quite frankly, it seems like right now you need to own your EV for 5 to 10 years at a minimum. Most luxury car ownership is in the ballpark of only a couple years, maybe 3 to 5. Usually people change cars a lot because of new feature sets. Now, I know I'm going to get a shout from people who are all about Tesla and say, oh, well, they just upgrade your car, this and that. Well, no. Like the Model 3 doesn't currently have air suspension. You're currently stuck with vegan leather interior. Right now, there's no real leather. You don't have a heated steering wheel. You don't have a center dash thing. Well, that's considered sometimes a feature, but I do appreciate the fact that I have one versus not having one. You have a few other things that probably can't be upgraded over time. You're going to get the same wear and tear, the same problems, the same issues, but essentially you're getting a car in almost all cases for EVs, at least the ones in which are more premium, we'll use that word, not luxury, they're going to cost as much as a luxury car. Whereas something like a Nissan Leaf or something like a Bolt really is going to stay in the lower end of the cost range to maintain that car. A door handle on this car, for example, comes on many other models of car that Chevy produces, not just one vehicle, for example. Now, that's not to say that that's not necessarily a luxury feature. I get it, the door handles opening on a Model 3, but frankly, it doesn't really do much to improve the ownership quality of the vehicle. Ownership quality is like something that's tactile, something you can feel. Air-conditioned seats, better seats, like in the case of the Bolt, would always be nice. Those are considered more luxury items. So if you look at the overall gambit, most EVs, even the top tier, in my opinion, Teslas, the Model S and Model X, fall comfortably into the realm of like a Honda or maybe Acura. They definitely don't reach the realm of something like a Audi or a Volvo or even some of the top tier Volkswagen offerings out there in the moment. They just really don't, unfortunately. So if there's anything to be said about the fact that you want a luxury car, you get an EV, it's just not true. If you want a luxury car, you own an Audi, you own a Volvo. Trust me, I've owned an Audi. I can tell you that the quality of the materials are better than my Bolt, obviously. They're obviously substantially better than the Model 3 or the Model X, even in a brand new form. They're just not as nice. I hate to say it, but it's true. They do fit more into the Acura realm of things. Now, where do you get some luxurious gains you don't find in other cars? With the powertrain. Obviously, an EV powertrain seems and feels very luxurious when it's being used. It's like the main feature. But realistically, that's just an antidote onto the whole experience of owning the car. You don't really touch it. You can feel it in the seat of your pants and how it acts and interacts and all that. But it's not something that generally, at least from what I've seen, is the focal point of a luxury car experience. The drivetrain doesn't matter very much. It just needs to be good, and that's good enough. So anyway, if you disagree with me or think that I'm right or my opinion is a little bit off, please let me know. Throw your comments in the section below. Throw your comments in there. I'll respond to them, whatnot. If you can, I'd appreciate, click the like and subscribe button. That would be fantastic. That helps me continue to make this channel. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the future.